You are teleported into a game of your choice for a month. If you die in the game, you die in real life, but whatever you collect in the game you can keep in real life. Skills, magic, items, pets, clothes. What game do you pick? I'd play one of these shitty build your own dream home games on mobile. I'll get a lot of awesome stuff for my home and garden and I cannot die. That is extremely smart. But I got a slightly better one, The Sims. Get your dream home with shit that you could never get in real life, aka a game telescope in the garden or rocket or a scarecrow that lives, master skills like the guitar or programming in a few hours or become *C King Wizard. Edit forgot to say there is a slight chance of death. Are cheats allowed? It's a fundamental part of The Sims, so just spam Motherload and become a billionaire. Motherload. This guy knows. Did it used to be Rosebud? Rosebud got you 1,000 simoleons, but Motherload got 50,000. I don't remember which Sims it was where you didn't have to retype it in but just keep hitting enter, so I would lean stuff on my keyboard and go eat dinner. 9-year-old me legit thought I was a genius. Edit, I wrote Sins on accident but you all know I meant Sims. Frankly, The Sims 4 is broken for this challenge because via the in-game console I can effectively ensure my sim would be an ageless immortal, become a spellcaster and max it out, and have unlimited wealth. Learning yoga up to skill level 6 unlocks teleportation, so even if you can't bring cheats out with you at the end of the month, that teleportation is a skill not a cheat, so you get to keep it. Hell, with a time frame of 1 IRL month you'd max out all the possible learnable skills in the game. That game definitely is way too off for this challenge if no restrictions are in place. The Sims freeplay, they just don't die. That is kind of smart. You could just learn IRL skills like programming and get a great job because of it. Play chess for a few hours and become a world-class scientist. Checkmate education system. Lol. Using time in a fantasy to get a better job. JFC were broken. To be fair, if you had a month in a Sims game, you could easily master every possible skill and have experience in every possible job in just a few days. Nothing could be more productive than spending a week of your time doing that, then spending 3 weeks just having fun in your mansion. When you came out it'd be like real life, just got put on easy mode. Broken down car? No matter, I'm a master mechanic. Hungry? Not only am I a cooking genius, I have extensive experience as a world-class chef. Accidentally wasted all of your money in game and didn't bring any out? Run to Jeff Bezos because you're an incredibly fit professional athlete, convince him using your experience as CEO of companies in every sector possible and your impeccable mastering of language and social skills to give you his job. Bored of your job? Automate it with those programming skills. Fuck it, Dark Souls. Depending on what counts as death, Dark Souls could actually be not your worst choice since you are effectively and canonically immortal. So if only final deaths count and you manage to complete all games in the given time, you would come back as an immortal Ubermensch with superior magical skills and a pile of epic stuff for cosplays, so yeah, fuck it, Dark Souls FTW. And when you lose purpose in your immortal life you don't even need meth or the likes to turn you into a mindless husk, the dark side does it for you. Goodbye, then. Be safe, friend. Don't you dare go hollow. Adventure capitalist. In a month you own 100x the amount of value on Earth. This is smart. I used to stick dried dog turds up my ass when I was 13. My roommate doesn't know this and she pranked me by emptying a bag of dried dog turds onto my bed. I'm not sure whether or not I should spend them on sticking them up again or selling them as fertilizer. Can I do both? You will be Earth's economy. Scribblenauts. Max's notebook would be damn powerful. Great idea. This is one of the most genius ideas. And then I could finally get that big titty goth girlfriend. But titty would get crossed out and you would be left with a 20 feet tall madly in love goth if we follow the logic of the game. Death by SNU. Obviously Minecraft, so I can bring back shitloads of dirt. Bring a 64 cubic meter of dirt for me too. But when you come back you would have like hundreds or thousands of tons of stuff somewhere on you, and your spine would just shatter. Shulker box? If shulkers and endermen spawn, you're not playing on peaceful. I'll take the lower payout with the lower chance of dying due to a creeper I didn't notice. Because what evolutionary process would make something blow itself up, anyway? Edit. Yes, I get it. Spores, bees, fungi, etc. Macrofauna. Ones that see you a quarter K away and decide they need to come over to you and blow up. It makes no evolutionary sense at all. Portal for that portal gun. Screw participating in the game. Just get the portal gun, and wait. I'd also be interested in those leg attachments that allow one to fall infinite distance with no ill effects. That's worth billions right there. The portal gun is worth trillions. TBH, I'd want to have the portal stuff mostly for this. The portal gun is pretty cool, but we're not sure how well it would work on regular stuff, not coated in moondust, so it would probably be most useful if I had access to enough grinded moon rocks to make a surface on which I can place a reliable portal. Then I'd need spacesuits and also a vacuum chamber to be able to go on the moon to collect more dust. Also, I might get cancer, which kinda sucks. I would say just shoot a portal onto the moon. We all saw how that turned out. Homeworld. A self-sustaining colony ship with mining and production facilities of all kinds, research bases, carriers, and a hyperdrive system. I'd never have to work again and could advance technology by millennia. My first thought was sins of a solar empire for the same reason. Conservative estimates of the value of a phase drive are probably in the trillions because whoever controls the design controls asteroid mining, and even after the inevitable market crashes in gold and platinum, it'll still be a ludicrous sum. And that's not even including all the nanotech Vasari, the faction I mained, have. Stardew Valley. Seriously, this is the one I'd pick. You get a free house and a farm and you can't die. Just wander around and pick up random stuff and sell it for cash. Hell, you can literally just sit around doing nothing but watch TV for a month and now you've got a free house and land. You can have friends, too. And maybe someone who's crushing on you? Hard to do in a month, but not impossible. Depends what we mean by a month. A month of 20-minute days or a full real-time month. No Man's Sky. Get a fleet of spaceships that can travel between stars in seconds. Okay, in my opinion you have the best one. You could sell it to the government for enough money for you, all your kids and their kids for eternity, and you would go down in history as one if not the smartest person who ever lived, and you would be the reason we make contact with alien life. Maybe I'm pessimistic, but I feel like the government would just seize it from you and you might just disappear into a secret prison where they interrogate you to find out how you built it or where you got it. You can get a lot of ships in-game and even a massive freighter that you could live on indefinitely. Just sell one to Elon Musk under the table for a few billion and disappear into the galaxy after buying supplies, not like you can't keep your suit and tools too. I defy any government to make me disappear on the moon. Nevertheless, Mars or Proxima Centauri. Goat Simulator. Only right answer. Nintendogs. Haven't thought of that game in years. Pokémon, so many possibilities. Open a circus or a zoo and charge admission, get rich then retire with my exotic pets. More diabolical plan could be running for president using a psychic Pokémon to help with persuasion, winning people over. Use this for good and make life-saving changes in government. Be able to travel without buying plane tickets or spending hours in transit. Instant teleport, plus people don't die in Pokémon, so win-win. Change your name to Ash Exotic Edit, thanks for the gold, I'm gonna buy myself some new fancy legs. Second Edit, thanks for the I'm deceased, I feel like Carol Baskin's second husband, thanks for the platinum too, I'll hang it on my eyebrow. Gary fucking Baskin. Lego Worlds. Even if the studs and items don't become real, when I return, I'd still have a bunch of Legos. Also, low risk of dying. Half of this thread involves taking over the world and becoming immortal. Meanwhile, this dude is content with possibly getting a ton of Lego and will be happier with the outcome than anyone else on here. Sigh. Probably WoW. It makes sense. Stay to the old expansion areas and you are unkillable. When you get back you have millions of gold, hundreds of mounts, hundreds of pets, and ungodly power no matter what class you are. So torn between a druid, a priest, and a lock. Shape-shifting, mind control, demonic slaves. Lock for the succubus for sure. Skyrim. Definitely Skyrim. I'd have a blast and come home with a shit ton of gold, enchanted artifacts, potions, and bizarre souvenirs. Just bolt to Halted Stream Camp for that transmutation spellbook. You've risked your life once and your reward is as much gold you could possibly want for life. That seems like a lot of risk. You've gotta remember, you're not Dragonborn or probably even a decent swordsman. So you're just running into a bandit camp full of people ready to murder you and you're probably not prepared to fight one of them, let alone multiple bandits at a time. RuneScape. Lots of actually useful skills to learn. Lots of money to be made. Pretty easy to avoid dying in combat, and it would only be made easier because I wouldn't have the stupid click input lag the system has that is actually 10 times harder to deal with than any actual content. Finally found it. Glad someone posted this. RuneScape would also be generally quaint and peaceful if you just set up shop as a Fletcher somewhere in the gnome village or something. So many cool skills, not the least of which are magic. The problem is the 1 month limit. Gonna need to spend a lot of time leveling up. Play a Fire Emblem game on casual mode, learn healing magic, maybe get a legendary weapon if I'm lucky. If I'm defeated in battle I just retreat, return to real world, make a killing as a doctor who can heal any physical wound in seconds. Granted, you have to be there in person to heal someone. Your magic is so effective that it makes modern medicine obsolete. Instead of trying to advance medicine, doctors simply send the patients with the worst injuries to you, stopping the advancement of medicine for several decades. In addition, people from all over the world are vying for your attention to heal their loved ones, but because you can only be at one place at a time, many people who you could have saved die to their injuries, racking you with guilt. Eventually, so many people are pleading with you to heal their loved ones that you have to make a horrible choice, continue to travel the world and heal people as a healing slave for the rest of your miserable existence, or retreat from the world and allow hundreds of thousands of people you could have saved to die. Have fun. If you want money, fame, power, Stellaris, start as Earth, you now rule Earth. Crusader Kings 2, start as King of the Holy Roman Empire. Civ beat 5/4 stat as the Civ you want. If you want skills, magic, magicka, you start as a literal wizard, and has resurrection as a spell. Any MTG game, you are a planeswalker. Any Batman game, you are now Batman. Divinity, original sin, if you beat the game, and it's not hard on story mode. You are now the literal god. Divine Darksiders 2, you are now Death Incarnate. Jedi Knights, you are now a Jedi. Or just play Old Republic. Other mentions, Brutal Legend, you are now the heaviest metal dude ever. Terraria, Minecraft, but with better equipment. Guns of Icarus, you now have a steam airship, and can be a badass steampunk pirate. Portal, hello portal gun. Honey Pop, you get a sex fairy. Gary's mod, well, yeah.